Hi guys, it's Mike. This video is entitled Nano Domestic Quell, or the Artificial Nervous System. So I found this paper here, this document from the government, from the Department of Defense of the United States. It's called Nano Domestic Quell Program Dossier. It says this program is reportedly the covert microchipping of the American people and beyond. Now, I think this is the answer we've all been looking for, and I'm going to explain the whole thing. It says DTFN estimates for Nano Domestic Quell Phase 4 updated compliance. Department of Defense, United States of America. June 2013. Assistant Director of Advanced Projects, the Office of DARPA Command for DEPSECDEF eyes only. Yeah, well, we're all seeing it now. Okay. Nano Domestic Quell. Revised estimates for NDQ protocols. NDQ, Nano Domestic Quell. National Nano Domestic Quell, NDQ protocols for Phase 4. I don't know what Phase 1, 2, and 3 are, but here's Phase 4. DTFN, estimated rates, and Phase 4 updated compliance for NDQ, Nano Domestic Quell. Current total infection rate for United States general population, 87.2%. This was in 2013. It says projected infection for general U.S. populace by January 2014 is estimated to reach 98%. Total infection for ages 18 and above may reach 99%. DTFN projects dispersal mediums will require additional resources for Phase 4 of NDQ. That's National Nano Domestic Quell. DTFN recommends an increase in the following medium inflows and outflows specific to liquid dispersal. PepsiCo, 9.9%. Nestle, ADR, 5.1%. Atlanta Municipal, I think they're meaning the water supply. Atlanta Municipal Water Supply, 4.4%. Denon, 4.2%. Coca-Cola, 4.1%. Los Angeles Municipal, 2.9%. Seattle Municipal, 1%. Now, when they say municipal, I assume they mean the municipal water supply. So basically, they're putting nano in the municipal water supply, in the Pepsi, in the Nestle drinks, in the Danone, in Coca-Cola drinks, and you're drinking it. It says dispersal outflows have shown significant improvement in population infection rates. Recommended inflow increases deployed in October 2012 resulted in a net increase of infection rates by 0.82%, slightly exceeding projections. DTFN assures the Department of Defense compliance for Phase 4 will be completed 1 week ahead of schedule. No further recommendations have been submitted by DTFN for Phase 5. An expected update to outflow estimated rates will be forthcoming before Phase 5 initialization. Now, former NSA contractor Edward Snowden confirming by name this program exists. Edward Snowden, Nano Domestic Quell whistleblower at Dr. Weld, reports on the nano machines the government is using to kill his kids. Here, I'll let you take a look at that. See that right there? Okay, so what does this mean? Basically, they have created an artificial nervous system, and it's made of nano. So, and everybody has this in their body now. The entire population has this in their body because do you drink Coca-Cola? Do you drink Pepsi? Do you drink tap water? Do you drink Nestle water? Do you drink Danone water? And they're putting it in all the liquids, basically. And they said 99% of the population is infected. So basically, the whole population has had nano placed in our bodies, and it's created an artificial nervous system in all of us. Now, this artificial nervous system, it responds to frequencies, so it's a remote control nervous system. So that's how they're zapping targeted individuals, because we have an artificial nervous system in our bodies, placed there by the military, DARPA, And they can control our movements. They can zap us. They can heat our bodies up. Put ringing in our ears, pressure in our head. Zap us in the stomach so we need to use the bathroom. Make your limbs twitch. All kinds of crazy shit. Basically, it's like control of your nervous system. But like I said, they've put an artificial nervous system in all of our bodies with this Nano that they put in the drinks. And they can control all of us remotely now, okay? And maybe that sounds like it's unbelievable stuff. Well, let me tell you something. 10 years from now, everybody's going to know this. It's going to be common knowledge. You're just hearing about this right now. Now, let's see there. This is from HP, Hewlett-Packard. It says CENSE, Hewlett-Packard's Central Nervous System for the Earth. A project of HP Labs is revolutionizing the way information is gathered, communicated, and analyzed. A central nervous system for the Earth consists of a highly intelligent network of billions of nanoscale sensors designed to feel, taste, smell, see, and hear what is going on in the world. When fully deployed, these sensors will quickly gather data and transmit it to powerful computing engines, which will analyze and act upon the information in real time using a new breed of business applications and web services. So basically, I think what they did is, how they're spraying chemtrails above all the cities? I think they're spraying this nano shit everywhere. So no matter where you go, it's the central nervous system for the Earth. And it was created by Hewlett-Packard. So basically, they're giving the planet a nervous system. They're putting this nano everywhere on the whole planet. They spread it everywhere, and they can remotely detect everyone on the planet. It says, by providing real-time information on the physical environment, the networks are intended to improve the way governments, businesses, and society respond to and manage environmental, biological, and physical/structural changes. Examples of potential central nervous system for the Earth include roads, buildings, bridges, and other infrastructure. Machines such as those used in airplanes and manufacturing plants, and organizations that work on health and safety issues, such as the contamination of food and water, disease control, and patient monitoring. The central nervous system for the Earth will open up a new breed of business optimization applications using information ranging from operating capacity and merchandise tracking to environmental management and safety. The sensors will have the potential to smell a gas leak, monitor the speed and volume of freeway traffic, sense wear and tear on a bridge, or track the spread of the next flu virus. With the central nervous system of the Earth, organizations can be more effective and use resources more efficiently throughout the global economy. The central nervous system for the Earth could lead to tenfold gains in production efficiencies, the ability to extend the life of manufacturing components by 50%. Now it says, scholarly analysis of samples removed from civilians infected with a bioengineered nanotechnology which grows itself into an artificial nervous system. It says Morgellons disease. Contribution of agrobacterium to Morgellons disease. So basically, what they're calling Morgellons disease, it's an artificial nervous system. Background. Morgellons disease is characterized by cystitis and dermatologic lesions that range from minor to disfiguring. The disease has been reported primarily in Florida, Texas, and California. Although an infectious etiology of Morgellons disease has been postulated, treatment of the disease remains problematic, with many patients having inadequate responses to antimicrobial therapy. Skin biopsies of Morgellons patients reveal non-specific pathology or an inflammatory process with no observable pathogens. Yeah, because it's not a pathogen. It's nanotechnology, and it's an artificial nervous system. That's just breaking through the skin, and you can see it. Often with fibrous material projecting from inflamed epidermal tissue. Now, that fibrous material is the artificial nervous system. It's the nano. It says, this observation indicates possible involvement of pathogenic agrobacterium, which is known to produce cellulose fibers at infection sites within host tissues. Methods. Skin biopsy samples from 2 Morgellons patients were subjected to high stringency PCR testing for genes encoding by the Agrobacterium chromosome. Screening of the same samples for Agrobacterium genes and tDNA sequences in the patient's genome was also performed. Results. PCR screening indicated the presence of Agrobacterium genes derived both from the chromosome and from the Ti plasmid, including the tDNA in tissues from both Morgellons patients. Conclusions. Our preliminary results indicate that Agrobacterium may be involved in the etiology and or progression of Morgellons disease. Okay, now let me see what else I got here. Says further testing is ongoing to validate this observation and to determine whether Agrobacterium not only resides in the infected areas, but also transforms them genetically. Our continuing screen of additional Morgellons patients has identified Agrobacterium genetic material in 3 additional individuals. Thus, all Morgellons patients screened to date have tested positive for the presence of Agrobacterium, whereas this microorganism has not been detected in any of the samples derived from the control healthy individuals. Supporting evidence. Well-known former NSA contractor Edward Snowden, who specialized in electronic surveillance, acknowledged this program by name as an operational weapon. Number 2. Hewlett-Packard has been in the process of using stratospheric aerosol injection to place nanotechnology around the world to construct the Internet of Things. It stands to reason the private company HP had to get permission from the federal government to place smart chips all over the earth, including in humanity, by breathing them in. So basically, the chemtrails are all these little nano sensors. So there you go. There's the Internet of Things. And they've created a nervous system for the Earth. Materials extracted from people, this is number 3. Materials extracted from people tested by Dr. Sidovsky produced positive returns of nanotechnology, which were later confirmed to be bioengineered Agrobacterium. Agrobacterium possesses the property of growing the nanotechnology into an artificial nervous system in the host body. When these fibers breach the skin, the symptom is referred to by sufferers as Morgellons disease. Conclusion. It is possible and appears the U.S. government conspired with private corporations to deliver an infectious agent to the American people for mind, population, and environmental control reasons against our rights for the purposes of taking our liberties. Number 2, the possibility is a security threat, a human rights threat, and threatens our very way of life. With a single decision, our country could change from a representative democracy to an aristocratic technocracy. Number 3, as the technology becomes more widely available due to NSA admission that it is now out of their control, criminals will use it against innocent people, causing harm through manipulation to victims who don't even realize they're being attacked. Now, I actually don't believe that. The NSA has full control of this, and it's the NSA attacking people. It says proposed solution. New legislation to meet these challenges include developing defense, securing our rights with a constitutional amendment, and reviewing what signal bands are safe to use versus those that create public health hazards. So there you go. All you people who are targeted individuals, well, not just you, but everybody has had an artificial nervous system placed in our bodies with nanotechnology. They put it in all the drinks. They put it in the tap water. This was back in, what year was this? Hold on. 2013 and 14. So, yeah. And it's called Operation Nano Domestic Quell. So they can zap you, shock you, make you hear voices, see things, zap you in the guts, make you need to use the bathroom, make your limbs move or twitch, make any muscle in your body twitch. They can burn you. They can kill you. This shit can kill you. So that's a massive violation of the people's rights. The governments have placed an artificial nervous system in all of our bodies, and it's controllable remotely with frequencies, and they can torture you with it. And that's what they've been doing to all of us TIs who've been telling you this for the years. And the cover story for the government is, oh no, all those people complaining about getting zapped and tortured are crazy. So that's a nice cover story, because you can call anybody crazy. I can call you crazy. Okay, now listen to this. Do you guys remember the guy named the Unabomber, Ted Kaczynski? He was one of the first guys that they experimented on this with. Now, Ted Kaczynski, he was a genius. He was a math professor, and he went to Harvard, and he signed up for a study at the university, and they were going to, well, I know what they say on Wikipedia, but basically, I believe they were testing out this MK Ultra mind control on people, and they probably put this nanotechnology in him and started torturing him, and that's why he moved out into the woods in Montana in the middle of nowhere in a cabin with no electricity and stuff, because he wanted to get away from getting zapped. So Ted Kaczynski, what he did, he became, in order to stop these scientists who were doing this at the university, he started mailing them bombs and killing people. He killed 3 people. He injured 23 people. And he became known as the Unabomber. So he was basically trying to blow up the people who were creating this artificial nervous system. He knew this back in the day. So when they arrested him, they brought him into court, and they tried the standard cover story. They tried to say he was schizophrenic. He's not schizophrenic. Ted Kaczynski is definitely not schizophrenic. He's one of the first people they tortured with this artificial nervous system from Nano. And he moved out into a cabin in the woods to get away from it. And then he tried to use violence to get at the people who were creating it. He tried to blow up scientists and stuff. He sent them bombs in the mail. But, they didn't have an internet back then. You couldn't make a video and tell the world about what was going on. So Ted Kaczynski, he wrote, I don't know what you would call it. He wrote a paper. And he basically demanded that his paper be published in the newspaper. And then he said he would stop the bombings. What was his paper called? I can't find it here. Basically, Ted Kaczynski, the Unabomber, he was a Luddite. And a Luddite is just somebody who's against technology. He thought we should all live simple lives out in the country, Let me see here. Okay. Now, here are the bombings that Ted Kaczynski did, the Unabomber. Between 1978 and 1995, Kaczynski mailed or hand-delivered a series of increasingly sophisticated bombs that cumulatively killed 3 people and injured 23 others. 16 bombs were attributed to Kaczynski. While the bombing devices varied widely through the years, many contained the initials FC, which Kaczynski later said stood for Freedom Club. Inscribed on parts inside, he purposely left misleading clues in the devices and took extreme care in preparing them to avoid leaving fingerprints. Fingerprints found on some of the devices did not match those found on letters attributed to Kaczynski. So anyway, if you want to read about Kaczynski, you can do it on Wikipedia, but just keep in mind there's lies there about him. Like they say schizophrenic and all this stuff. You got to read between the lines on Wikipedia, okay? Okay, so there's that. Now, okay, so we all have an artificial nervous system that's been illegally placed in our bodies by the government. It's Nano. So, is there any way how do we get this out of us? Is there a way to get it out of us? I found 2 ways. The first one's called the anti-nano barrel. Here it is, and I'm just going to let you watch the video, okay? So here we go.
For phase 5 is that they're going to be using this on people, on targets, to weaponize this. They're going to weaponize us. That's pretty much what they want to do, is weaponize the people. And that's why you're seeing the increase in active shooters. You're seeing people going crazy, doing crazy crimes, violence, death, shootings, death rate, whatever it is. And that, remember when they talked about the zombie population increasing, that's going to happen? Well, that's going to be done through Nano. They're going to basically saturate us with at least the population is already 99% saturated probably by now, or maybe even 100% at this point. And you're going to see a lot more increase in these crimes, and you're seeing it already in the news. This is all our military-industrial complex that's doing this. We need to stop these people, and we need to expose them. They need to go to jail for this. Anyway, I have some solutions, and you need to, well, if you're a TI, you need to do this. You need to definitely do this. This will save your butt and reduce the infection rates in your body, and you can basically cleanse yourself from this. I have some more solutions coming ahead, but this is the biggest one I've done on my experimentation that has led to me have the most successful efforts in cleaning out the nano in my body. Thanks. Please watch the video. Today I'm going to test out my new anti-barrel nano bucket device, or I should say anti-nano barrel. The anti-nano barrel, that's probably better. That's probably a better name for it. I just put this together. What this is basically is a gardener's barrel. As you can see here, it's just a standard barrel. And what I've done here, if I've taken about 500 feet of wire, it's about 10 gauge wire, and I've wrapped it around the barrel and basically used Gaffner tape, which I basically taped it around the whole barrel. So what I'm doing here is basically taking the wire, wrapping it around the barrel, using this gaffer tape. Really good tape. It's premium tape, very expensive. So when you use it cautiously. And you can see some of the wire here. I have to tape up some more, but basically what I just did is put it on the barrel. Bought this barrel here. You can get these barrels here at Home Depot. $50 at Home Depot. You know, the gardeners have this. They use this for collecting leaves and landscaping and stuff. So it's like a landscape barrel. The wire you can get at Home Depot also, or you can get it on Amazon. I'll have some links below where you can get these. And then all you really need to do is, it's 500 feet of wire approximately, and then you just wrap it around the barrel, parallel, nice and neat if you can, and just wrap it all the way up to the top. And what that's going to do is basically, when you plug it into electricity, it's going to produce a magnetic field. And that magnetic field is going to be produced down here in the center of the barrel. Very powerful field that will happen. And then from there, what you can do is fill it up with water, and you can take a bath in it. And what that's going to do is it's going to pull out all the nanites or nano particles in your body, because it's basically creating a strong magnetic current, and it's pushing everything to the center. So if you sit on the sides, you're going to have that field push everything out of you into the water, and it does wonders. I'll show you some pictures afterwards. But for now, let me just hook this up and check the magnetic field. So I've hooked it up to my battery charger, which I got at Sears. You can probably I haven't plugged it in yet, but you can probably put this. I've hooked this up to regular car batteries or solar batteries. You can do that as well, and basically with jumper cables. And basically what you do is you take both ends of the wires. You plug. It doesn't matter what side. If it's positive, negative, just put them right in there. Almost like jumper cables too. This basically charges the batteries. And just want to test the magnetic field right now in here. So right now it's pretty dead. There's really no magnetic charge right now. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to basically plug it in, and that will start the flow of the electrons. Just give me 1 second here. Plug this in here, and that should be running now. Got about a 2 amp charge on there. Let's see if that basically creates some kind of charge now. And bring that down here. Look at that. Look at that. Now you're getting a a huge magnetic pulse in here. And look at that, it's actually random, almost like random. So if I move this up around, you're going to see a much higher magnetic field here. And you know, when you move around, you're going to create some kind of charge too as well. You can put this down to the ground. And now you're getting, you know, 22.5 mg. I'm not sure what that is. Is that Tesla? That's Tesla right there. So you get about 10 to 8 to 5. It's kind of jumping around. Tesla, 11. And then you have the Gauss meters. So it's about 50 or so. So it's producing a nice powerful charge. And we can demonstrate that magnetic charge by placing a magnet on it. So I'm going to go grab my magnet and I'm going to show you the magnetic field that's actually creating. It's pretty cool. Turn that off. A magnet now, so we can basically just put the magnet here. Wow. Wow, that's some charge it's pulling. You can take the magnet and you can see it's vibrating on it. It's flipping the magnet over. I can't even put it this way. Wow, this is great. This is a. No, actually, it's moving now. That's not that powerful down here. Oh, here. Yeah. It's not that powerful. I didn't put enough coils down here, so that's why it's not as powerful down here. But there's still a charge here. But wow, you could feel the energy going through this. Wow. So I can't keep this straight like this. It'll flip over. Flips right over. Can't keep it straight. Wow. This is going to be great. So basically I can feel the magnetic pulses that's going through here. And basically what this is doing is basically you fill this up with water and you sit in it, and it's going to kill all the nanites in your body. All the nanotechnology that you have in your body that you've been eating all these years. It'll push it out and it'll put it right into the water. So next thing what I'm going to do is I'm going to fill this up with water and take a bath in it and get my results. Probably not going to film that on video, but that's basically the anti-nano bucket. It's a pretty easy device to make. You can use a battery. You can use a battery charger like what I have here. I actually only have it on 2 amps, so that's not even strong. Wow. So I can even feel the magnetic field that's vibrating here, and it's flipping the magnet around. It's like I can't keep it straight. Now if I do it up here, I can keep it. See here, I can keep it up. Now when I bring it down, well, it wants to turn. Basically wants to turn. Boom. So there's the field. The field starts like right here. So this is great. So when you dunk yourself in the water, you're going to be pushing that magnetic field through you. It's pulsing. It's a pulsing field, so I can feel it. It's vibrating. And it's going to kill all the nanite and push it out of your body and keep it in the tank. And I'll show you some pictures of that. So that is the anti-nano bucket. And what you can do with this is you can take baths in it. I would probably fill it up with some Epsom salt. So we got some Epsom salt here. I normally put about half the packet in there. It's probably too much, but I'll put half of this. This is about a 60-gallon tank. Fill that up in hot water, and you got yourself an a method of killing nano out of your body, because that is probably the biggest threat to the planet. That we're all jacked up with nanoparticles. It's in our food, it's in our water, it's in our air supply, and that's why they're spraying the chemtrails, the magnesium alloy in there. So what these people are trying to do, they're trying to get you all infected with metal particles in your body, because what that's going to do is allow them to use their electromagnetic weapons on you and to mind control you. So you ever wonder why there's so many active shooters right now, the human sex trafficking going on? All that stuff is related because of nanotechnology. The mind control technology is unbelievable what they can do. This is a way to stop this. You can basically sit in this bucket and kill all that nano out of you. About 30 minutes, sit here 30 minutes, about 30 minutes hot water, put half a bag of the Epsom salt,
and you should be good to go. You'll feel like a new person. I basically did it last week for the first time. I was like, wow, for 2 days I felt like a new person. Very simple to make. Just got to get the wire, the bucket, the charger, and then you got to put some effort into it. I mean, it's going to take you probably about 2 hours to make this. Wrapping these coils is the hardest part, really. But it just doesn't take a brain surgeon to do this. And then, it doesn't matter what side you put it on, just as long as they're connected. You got a circuit going. You got electrons flowing through here, and you get yourself like a magnet like this, and you can basically feel the energy. Wow, there's some energy coming out off of this. It's probably not as easy to see it here, but to believe it, do it yourself. Take the magnet and bring it in here. It's almost like this is my new bar of soap, the magnetic bar of soap, and basically just fill it up with water and sit in it. It's pretty amazing stuff. And I've done it already about 3 or 4 times, and I feel a lot more better than I used to. I'm not as aggressive at it as I was, aggravated. I don't get aggravated as I used to. And what they're doing here is they're jacking you up with the real TIs out there are being jacked up with military grade nano, and that nano is used to shock you, control you, mind control you, and do all kinds of messed up stuff. So that's it. This is the anti-nano bucket, or barrel, I should say. And you can wash your food in here too. If you want to clean up yourself from nano, you can basically put the food in here in the water. Fill this up with water, and you can wash your food in here as well. And that will clear out all the nanoparticles in the food, because it's in the food. It's everywhere. It's a big epidemic. This is worse than organic food, or GMO food. So if you have, it's because the nanoparticles are in organic food as well. So you cannot. There's no way around this. The only way around this is to start labeling the food. If we can get the food labeled, at least we can stop it there. But you still got the air up here, so they're spraying that shit down. You're breathing that in. This is probably the only solution right now to get rid of these particles. I'm going to show you some pictures later on, some pretty nasty ones that I took one, and we'll take it from there. All right, thanks guys.
So there you go, guys. That was the anti-nano barrel. Okay, so there's the anti-nano barrel to get the nano out of your body. But there's one more way that I found to get it out of your body. It's really pretty similar, but it's basically an EMP device. Now there was this guy in Mexico. His name was Michael Chapella. You can look up his YouTube page. He has videos on YouTube. Now he created a giant coil treatment. So he basically did what that guy did. He took a barrel, he wrapped a big wire around it, but the wire is like magnetic wire. So he takes magnetic wire, he wraps it around the barrel, and now what Michael Chapella did, he turned it into an EMP, an electromagnetic device. He took 2 liquid-filled capacitors, and he hooked that barrel with the wire around it up to the liquid-filled capacitors. But he also created a knife switch, which it goes sort of like this. You know what I mean? Like, so the circuit's not connected, and then he fills up the 2 liquid-filled capacitors. So they hold a large charge, and then when he hits the knife switch, boom! They release the charge all at once, and it lets a big pulse go through this through the wire, and basically it's like an electromagnetic pulse, like a nuclear bomb would give off. And that, what he said, is that overloads the circuits in all the nano. So, me and my brother were talking to him before. We called him and talked to him, and he was creating a strong coil treatment. Anyway, he's dead now, but he has left a video on the internet, and I'll show you this one now. This is from Michael Chapella in Mexico. who has passed away. They probably killed him. But here, I'll let you watch this video now, because this is another way to do it. Okay? They just zapped me in the nuts. Okay, here, watch this.
Hi, my name is Mike. Introducing our newest addition, which is the Nano Killer, which is new and improved. It was putting out a 1/4 amp, and now we have increased the power 8 times, so it is now pulling 2 amps and no longer needs to be charged. The old version needed to be charged. We had great results with it, but now we've got something that is much more durable. It's not going to burn out, much better, and 8 times more powerful. Introducing the new Nano Killer. You just place it where you want it, across your body, if you have more gallons, and there it is. 30,000 volts. You just tap it and move it, tap it and move it. If you have a headache, move it, tap it, move it, tap it, move it. I have another video that has complete instructions on how to use this. Also, you can take the positive version, this is negative, the positive version, and use it in conjunction with acupuncture points to align the meridians to eliminate all types of diseases throughout your body. We've got this, the new improved Nano Killer, 8 times more powerful and doesn't need charging. Now, of course, got the magnetic bracelet, which filters out nano through your bloodstream. You simply put it on your wrist and wear it 24 hours a day, except when taking a shower. The strongest magnets in the world. It has 2 neodymium magnets that have 13,200 Gauss for a total of 26,400 Gauss. It creates a magnetic field through the artery, which across your artery. So the nano, which is a conductor, as moving through your bloodstream, when it passes between the magnets, it experiences a pulse. That pulse overloads its nano circuitry, and the body removes it through natural means. This will alleviate your symptoms of Morgellons over a 5-day period, bringing it up to a certain threshold of health, where we eliminated its progress. It sort of takes away its ability to further deteriorate your body. I found that immediately it gets rid of your insomnia. It'll take away the pain of a headache. It instantly, you no longer have bronchial symptoms. Many times Morgellons attacks the lungs because people are breathing it in, from the chemtrails. So check this out. Very simple. Then we've got, because Morgellons is electrical, we have negative magnetic sticks. These magnets are the strongest available. You can't push them together, so they're forcing against each other. This is a 1,000,000 Gauss. Each magnet, when it creates a magnetic field of 1,000,000 Gauss between all these magnets. There's over 10,000 Gauss per magnet, and so you have stacks of 6 and 5. And you add it all together, you have 1,000,000 Gauss. And what you do is you place it on either side of your target area, and then move it in a circular pattern. And what this does is, since your body has a network of nano in your body, caused by the presence of this Morgellons in your body, what it does is it creates, whenever we move this up in a circular pattern, we create a rising and falling negative voltage. So sort of, say this is 0, it drops down, rises up, drops down, and so we're pushing the electrons contrary to the current flow. And you're probably wondering, well, I've tried everything for Morgellons and nothing seems to work. Well, the reason is because it's electrically based. And so these are the tools that we use to fight an electrically based organism. So we've got the sticks, we've got the Nano Killer. All right, favorite. We've got the bracelet. But last of all, in our background here, This is the final solution. I've already tested this on 5 different people, and the results were pretty astounding. What this is that Morgellons is artificial intelligence. So it's very aware of its surroundings. When you try to treat one part of your body, it moves to other parts of your body. People are telling me they can feel it liquefying and moving to other parts of their body. Okay, so as a result, the only way we can fight something like that is pulse the entire body at the same time. So here we have half a mile of wire, and we're pushing thousands of volts through this in a single split second. We're charging up liquid-filled capacitors, and then in an instant, pulsing the energy through this. These are coils. This is a bifilar coil, patterned after Nikola Tesla's technology. So you have maximum transfer of energy. Also, the Nano killer, that too is Tesla technology using bifilar coils. Anyway, the person gets inside this. We charge it. We let the energy fly, and instantly we've pulsed and killed all the Morgellons in the person's body. And then we first hit the torso, and then we hit the head and the feet by simply moving this to other parts of the body. So it's that simple. So if you want a solution to Morgellons, if you want real relief, I suggest you give me a call. Or this is my challenge. Go to all the other sites where you have people that are suffering from this, and try everything they have, okay? And then you'll soon realize that nothing works. And the reason why nothing works is because it's electrical. This thing was created to be incurable using traditional means. So this is the answer to address that electrical component of this organism. As you see, this is highly insulated. Person gets inside. See? Gets inside. And then we simply move it over their bodies. It's a very large coil. We move it over their bodies, and then we pulse it, and there it is. There is a solution right here. This is what the world has been waiting for. I've been working on this for 9 years, and if you'd like more information, just simply give me a call. That number is on your screen right now, 832-343-5425, if you want to get real relief.
Okay, guys, so that was Michael Chapella. He's actually dead now. I think they probably killed him. But, so there you go. In conclusion, this video, we all have artificial nervous systems now placed in our bodies. It was placed there using Nano. They put it in all the liquids that we drink, and it's in the food, and the chemtrails. They're putting it everywhere. There's no way to get away from it. So, okay, so we have an artificial nervous system in our body. It's controlled through frequencies. So the cell towers can control the nervous system in our body. It's in everybody's body. Everybody you know. Everybody in North America, anyway, as far as I know. I think everybody in the world, they put it in. There's cell towers everywhere. So, they really did a good job of secretly setting us up for this little, we're like remote control little robots right now, we have zero privacy now. They can spy on all of us 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, 365 days a year. And also all those active shooters, all the active shooters in the States, the guy goes in the shopping mall and kills everybody, in the church and kills everybody, in the movie theater kills everybody, in the high school and kills everybody. Every single one of those guys was hearing voices telling him to kill. Okay, now, the purpose for those active shooters, they want those guys to do that so they have a reason to ban guns. They want to take the guns away from the people in the United States. Let me tell you, all you Americans, you better keep your guns. I'll tell you right now. You should possess all the guns. No, sorry. You should possess all the weapons your enemies possess. You're going to let all your enemies be armed and you're going to just have no weapons at all to protect yourself? You know, that doesn't sound very smart. But, so yeah, we all need to make these devices, either the anti-nano barrel or the EMP device that was created by Michael Chappelle. It's too bad he's gone, man. I wish I had gone down there when I had the chance. My brother was down in Texas. He was real close to him. He just never went, and he lost his chance. So anyway, guys, that's the video. We have an artificial nervous system. We have to get it out of us, okay? Or we have to destroy the cell towers, or we just have to leave this civilization and go somewhere else. Because I can't, I don't want to live like this. Do you? Okay, take care, guys. Till next time.